of it. So I'm just actually going to touch up the game, and it will more or less end already. So let's just have a recap of what have we done so far. So we have the T-Rex that can jump. Okay, you can only jump when it's on the ground. Okay, then the cactus can spawn from like either one cactus, two cactus, three cactus, or there's also four cacti, and there's this big cactus that can spawn as well. So these are the three different kinds of enemies. So now what I like to do is I would like to change the difficulty of this game. Okay, such that at first you only see the cactus. Okay, then after maybe a certain score, maybe like I would say about maybe score 3,000, you see the big cactus as well. Then maybe at score 9,000, you see the bird. So yeah, the enemies will get progressively tougher and tougher, and the speed I think we can still keep it because you don't want the player to feel that it's too easy. So yeah, you're gonna get the speed faster and faster, and people are gonna die at some point, and that's the aim of this game because we don't want them to play forever, right? Yeah. So one thing is we will tune the difficulty of this game accordingly. We will also see whether we want to increase the frame rate of the dino to show that it is actually moving faster and faster as that must hurt. Yeah. To show that the dino is actually moving faster and faster as the dino is moving. So um, as the score increases, maybe we will increase the speed of the frame rate for the dino. Okay, so let's get to do what we want to do first. First, the enemy spawner. So we have the obstacle spawner. So we go to our scripts. We have the cactus spawner. Okay, it's an obstacle spawner, but actually the script is called cactus spawner. No biggie. Okay, so what we'll do is when we spawn over here, okay, we will actually select a random obstacle from the obstacle count. So this count could be uh, yeah, this is basically based on the number of obstacles over here. So what we want to do now is we want to spawn this, okay, to be like what do I call it? We only want to spawn a certain amount of obstacles, and this will be based on our game manager. So our game manager will need to tell the cactus spawner, hey, you spawn only like how many obstacles. So let's create a public method here. So you can create at the bottom. So public. Okay, let me just make sure that y'all can see my code. I'll just bring this up here. Yeah, okay, so we have this public method here, and then we what we could do is we could call the method here in update score. So like once we have the score like over here, okay, let me see how do I do this. Okay, so we have an update score here. Okay, we want to we want to update the score. So when we update the score is here. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is we'll ask the cactus spawner instead of asking the game manager to update, we just ask the cactus spawner to ask game manager what is the okay, so let me just put okay at the start here we game manager equals to find object of type game manager. Okay, so we will ask game manager, so it's like the get speed. So we have get num obstacles. Okay, so this will control the amount of obstacles that we will give. So we could actually just return score divided by 3,000. Yeah. So this will give us the number of obstacles that basically every 3,000 points you will increase. So this will start off with 0 until it reaches 3,000 because this is rounded down. Okay, because we score is actually an integer. So when you do integer divided by integer, it will still be an integer. It will basically truncate the decimal points. Okay, so yeah, so if we do this, this should be good enough to return the number of obstacles. Okay, and then we still need to do a okay. We should do a min over here. So the number of obstacles, the maximum is 3. Okay, actually the min part we do it at the other function. We just do this here, get num obstacles. The cactus spawner, okay, will basically ask game manager what is the number of obstacles for this game moment. Yeah, so that we spawn the bird the last. Yeah, so we will ask game manager. Okay, we ask game manager how many obstacles are there. Okay, so basically this okay will be a random dot range for this one. Actually, we can just put it here from 0 to the get num obstacles. Okay, and this will basically be mathf.min. Okay, so this let me just check mathf.min in Unity to just make sure that it returns an integer, because we really want it to return an integer. So if you give it an integer a and integer b, it will return an integer. So that's good. And this one is what we are using. So the obstacles dot count over here, this will be the number of obstacles that we have at the moment. And then our game manager get num obstacles will basically just increase the number by 1 every time you get 3000 points. So this means that you will keep increasing the number of obstacles every 3000 points. In this case, we only have 3 obstacles. But if our game has 5, 6, or 7 obstacles, this code will cater for that as well. Okay, always like to create code that is easy to add on next time. So this will basically return the minimum of the maximum obstacles we have, and the game manager slowly increasing obstacles like that. So this should do the trick already. So let's see whether it works. Okay, so let's see the errors first. Invalid token in class in 43. Oh, there's an extra public here. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. Let's see whether it works now. Okay, we see whether this works. Okay, so I'm supposed to see some only the cactus appearing for the first 3000 uh, score. Okay, because we only program it to show the cactus. Okay, then now that people have got used to it, now in the next 3000 points, we will either see only the cactus or the big cactus. So this is what has been programmed in. Then now after 6000, we will see the bird as well. Okay, so the bird will come in later. I think this is a good pace. Yeah, because generally I want the game to end like within 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Unless they are very good, then maybe it can last a bit longer. But we don't want people to be bored of this game. Yeah, one thing we can do is to just toggle the background color to like simulate day and night, day and night. That's possible as well. Okay, and then like maybe the sun and the moon. But those are extra features. Right now, I would like to just focus on the music part first. Then the background extra features, maybe we can do it on the next stream, like changing the background color and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm quite satisfied right now with the difficulty of this game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if when I upload it, people can try and just feedback like how difficult this game is, because I feel that it's pretty difficult already. So yeah, looks good to me this part. So the next thing we want to do is maybe in the Dino itself, the Dino script. Okay, we have a component animator. We might want to increase the frame per second. Okay, um, and this frame per second will be based on like the game manager's score. So let's see, how do we increase frame per second for animate for second for animation Unity. So if you want to do this, how do I change the frame rate? Okay, Okay, frame rate, animation, Unity, script. Okay, so if I want to change this in frames, okay, it's read only. Can I toggle this? Yeah, looks like I may not be able to toggle this unless I increase the game. What I can do is I can increase the time scale of the game, and then like it will by default move faster. Yeah, maybe that's a good way to do it, to just increase the time scale of the game and everything will be much faster. Mm, but I'm not too sure whether I can do it in runtime. Okay, this is my first time trying to check this also. Yeah, if I want to change the frame rates, okay, so it looks like I cannot change the frame rate for this. Yeah, so maybe look at this to animate. Oh, there's a speed multiplier. Okay, so we can actually change this dot set float anim speed. That's cool. Okay, let's just check whether this is true. So you go to Dino in the animator, there should be something called anim speed. I wonder where he got this because like oh, it's in the animator panel. So let's see, window, animator, parameters. Yeah, I think okay. Well, after walk, there's jump, right? So no, there isn't over here. So I guess not too sure how they got this. This came from you click on this object and then in the inspector, oh yeah, there's a speed here. So yeah, looks like we can actually do this. We can actually do this main animator dot set float anim speed. Okay, so you add a parameter called anim speed. So let's do that. Floats anim speed. Okay, so this will by default be one. All right. After that, select the state which animation you want to change to the anim speed. Go to the walk here, parameter, anim speed. Awesome! Wow, this is a very good tutorial. Whoever wrote this, very grateful for this. So actually, what we need to do now is to just change the. We just need to set this anim speed to whatever speed we want to do. So okay, so basically every 3,000, maybe we'll increase the speed every 3,000. So let's see what we can do. Uh, okay, public void set speed. Okay, oh then we actually need to have this thing called float speed. Okay, so over here my anim dot set float. This one will set this to be the speed. Okay, so in the game manager, every 3000, okay, we will, so rather than having this dyno query every frame when to set the speed, because the game manager will know the score, so we can prompt the update by every score of 3000. Okay, we will then ask this dyno to increase the speed. So how do we do this? How do we do that? um let's see where to put this. It's under update, I believe. So okay, so we just want to count every 3000. So every 3000 we will send. Okay, uh dyno, is there a dyno in here? Actually, I think, we can do this separate from the game manager, because you see the update occurs every frame, right? So actually I can delink my dyno from the game manager, because the update here and the update in game manager should happen at the same rates. Okay, so what I can do is I can just have an internal variable here called counts, and then we start off with 0. So basically every time the counts, yeah, so over here we have a count plus plus. Okay, then we will have my anim dot set float. This one basically we have this. Oops. Let's put this here. So every time the update happens 3000 times, which coincides with the score of the game manager, we will change the anim speed here. And what speed should we give it? So we should just take plus a speed increase times, okay, count. Okay, actually what we could do is we could just have a variable called speed increase, and then we just update the speed increase once. So speed increase equals 0. And just to be safe, I will I'll put this here. So over here, every time we count 3000, then we increase the speed like that. So 1 plus speed increase times counts. Okay, so sorry, not times count, times yeah. So every time we reach 3000, okay, actually this speed increase variable is not really necessary, if you ask me. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll put it as a float instead. Speed increase will be 0.1 f. Yeah, so this will be the speed increase, and then this thing, okay, will be just the count divided by 3000, because count is an integer, so this will give us how much speed increase we need. Okay, so let's see whether it works. Okay, and this will only affect the walk animation, because the jump animation does not have a multiplier here for the speed. Oh, hi Element. Yeah, I just saw your message. Yeah, feel free to ask anything if you want to ask. Yeah, so I'm just trying to recreate the Google T-Rex jump game, T-Rex run. So now I would like the T-Rex to walk faster and faster every 3000 steps. So this coincides with like more and more. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I want it to like do a gradual increase in the walking speed. Okay, so now it has increased its speed. I'm not sure whether I can see the animator speed increasing. So I want it to walk so fast that it looks almost comical for the for the T-Rex when it's walking. The jump doesn't need to change the frame, but the walk needs to change so that it becomes like faster and faster and faster and faster. Oops. Okay, so I don't think I'm very satisfied with increasing the speed maybe every 300. Maybe every 100 we increase. Okay, so over here, this is a variable, right? So let's just have it as update speed interval. Let's call it update speed interval. And then here will be update speed interval. And same thing for here. So every time there's like 100, we can update the speed by 1. Yeah, we can update the speed by 0.1. Yeah, so let's see how fast the speed goes to after. So every 100, the dino will move much faster, I guess. Okay, so far I can't really see the impact of it yet. Maybe I will need to like toggle something. But towards the end, I expect the speed to be much faster because okay, I don't really see any change in the speed though. Okay, so there must be something which might have gone wrong here because in the animator here, I don't really see, yeah, I don't really see the speed increasing. Yeah, so, hmm, oh, because speed increase is 0. No wonder. Okay. I basically increased the speed by 0, so that was rather silly of me. So let's try again. Okay, look at that, double time, double time. Oh yes. Look at that. Okay, so I think I increased it probably a bit too fast. I kind of like the animation for the dino right now. It looks like he's walking really fast. So maybe the update speed interval we could change it to maybe 1,000. Okay, so that it increases speed slower, and we save the very funny looking animation to towards the end when it's like really walking so fast that you can't see his legs at all. Yeah, so every 1,000 you increase the frame rate by 10%. So you can see that it's like already moving slightly faster for the dino. And then like once it reaches like 10,000, the frame rate will have increased by 2. Then you can see the dino walking in double quick time. Look at that, look at that, look at that. The dino is walking so fast already. Look, whoa. No, I like this speed, I like this speed. Does feel like it's going faster and faster, right? Yeah. It's so entertaining. Playing this game is so entertaining. Look at the animation for the dino. Look, look, look. Whoa. I wonder what's the highest score people can achieve in this game because I think after you reach 15,000, movement is so fast that it's like almost impossible to predict in advance. Look at that. But theoretically, it's possible to win this game without dying because the intervals for the enemies are spawned between 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds. So if you time your jump right, you will definitely be able to jump over everything. So the game is well timed. Okay, the game is made such that you can actually jump over everything easily. So yeah, you just need to know the rough timing. And AI will play this game pretty easily because um, you know AIs can predict ahead much better than humans. But we humans are not too bad either. See, can survive pretty well. Yeah. So T-Rex Run is really a game of reaction time. If you ask me, it's about how you kind of like the bird. So how I implemented the bird the last time was I used a sinusoidal wave, and the bird will follow the sine path. It's just that the starting phase of the sine wave will be random. That's why the bird sometimes is swooping down, sometimes it's swooping up, sometimes it's oscillating up and down. So I think that's awesome, because we don't want the bird to be predictable. We want the bird to always look dangerous and scary to the player. Yeah. So yeah, I think the dino animation speed is more or less there already. I'm quite satisfied with this. Yeah. Maybe today I can even do the lighting changes from day to night. Yeah, I wonder if I should do it like now before I add the sound, because adding the sound will be the last thing I'll do for today. Okay, I would like to add the sound for the jumping and a sound for the game progressing. And then when the game, oh no, look, collision with the bird. Okay, so let's see. So if we want to do the background changing color, we will need to get a different background, because this background, let me just show you how to use this background and change the color. Okay, you can see that it won't become like bright. It will, because it's a dark blue background. So no matter what color I use, it will like mix with blue. So if I put like bright yellow, becomes green, which looks a bit weird. Yeah, I mean this can't be the day, right? So what I like to do is a royalty free background. Okay, maybe we have a background of a sky. Okay, whoa, it is not bad. It's like the Windows XP sky. Yeah. Okay, but because this is a game setting, so we would like the sky to be like a little like kiddish. Yeah, like this kind of Super Mario skies will be great. Yeah, this is like really Super Mario. Mm, okay, so what we can do is we can get one of these backgrounds and use it. Okay, so let's see what background to use. I mean, I don't have trees and everything, so we don't need to do that. You just need some. This is actually quite nice, this background, but there's too many clouds. I don't like. This is okay also if I just crop out the top. Yeah, I don't really like this like plentiful amount of clouds at the bottom. So let's see whether I can save this image. Clouds. Okay, so now I save it as clouds. Okay, I would like to edit this picture a bit by cropping it. So where's my clouds? Okay, so let me just double click this. You can just crop using the MacBook tool. I don't have to use Krita. I can just crop it here. So let's see if I need to edit it first. Then I will select like, maybe crop. Okay, maybe just take this selection tool, rectangular selection. Yeah, maybe I'll just take this part of the background like that. Okay, so new from clipboard. Oh, awesome. So okay, so we have clouds right now. Oops, wrong one. I would like to go and import these clouds into our game. So it will be under images, and we can just put the clouds here. Okay, so the blue background. Okay, we'll just change the blue background to clouds. Okay, so you can see that it's like a little too big already. So okay, this color looks a bit weird. Let's just change it. Okay, so you can see that the actually maybe I should just take the entire image, because they won't be seeing the bottom part. They only be seeing the clouds, and I think these clouds are too huge. So maybe the original image is ideal. Maybe this is good enough. So let's try again. Yeah, instead of using this, I'll use the clouds, the original one. Okay, there's something at the bottom right. Better stop all this. But yeah, so maybe we'll just crop out the bottom. Okay, we just crop out the bottom. Take this rectangular selection tool and just something until here, maybe. This part here can be where the dyno is running. So new complete board. I'll save this as clouds. Replace. Okay, very nice. Delete this. Okay, so this one I delete this. Okay, new background will be this. Okay, it looks pretty nice actually. Yeah. Okay, the game is slightly huge, I think. Okay, we don't need to be free expect. We just want it to be 960 by 600 because this is how it will look like if we upload it to WebGL. So right now it looks okay. It looks okay. Right now the background looks okay. Yes, the clouds still look a little huge. So we would like to edit the blue background. Okay, let's just change the scale to 1:1. Okay, maybe 2:2. Yeah, yeah, that looks good actually. So let's see. So I like to make this cloud move together with the dino at maybe a slower rate. Yeah. So it's like he's running on in heaven, I guess. I don't know how to describe. Maybe the bottom I should have colored it like gray or dark blue. Yeah, I guess it looks kind of weird for clouds to be here. But I mean, no biggie because the bottom part, okay, the bottom part of this background, okay, we don't have to worry because I can always create a new game object, sprite, okay, and then this sprite can just be a rectangle, like this UI sprite maybe, and then I'll just color it brown like that. I don't know, the ground for a cactus should be like this, maybe like this. Okay, where is my sprite now? Okay, here it is. Okay, let's just extend it diagonally and sorry, horizontally and vertically. So it looks like this now. Okay, we just want it to be huge. Okay, we want it to be huge so that it like sort of acts like the ground. Yeah, I don't know whether there's a better sprite to use other than this button. Input field maybe? I don't know. I mean, unless I go and download like some background where like yeah, maybe I should do that. Yeah, like royalty free background for ground. Yeah, like a cactus ground game. Yeah, yeah, something like this. Actually, this background looks awesome. I mean, even for the skies, the cloud in the sky, this looks quite good already. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I just use something like that, I don't even need to edit the background at all. I wonder if I can just take this whole thing for free. Okay, let's try. I mean, because this clouds background kind of feels a bit too cloudy, like in heaven, that kind of feeling. I would like to have some ground as well because there's some cactus. Yeah, that looks much better. Um, Maybe I'll have to rescale it a bit. Okay, maybe I'll just rescale it by shifting this like that. Okay, now we miss out the clouds. So maybe the y-axis can be 1, 1. Okay, maybe the y-axis can be a little stretch out, 1.5 maybe. And then maybe the x is 1.5 or so. 3x is 2. No, it's too much, too much. Yeah, I could actually make the background be like multiple for tile, and then we could just make it continuous. Like we can make this tiling more and more, like slice. Oh, what did I do? Okay, maybe I'll change this to 1 1. Okay, and then I can actually change the width here. Like I make the width 30, and the height maybe, because I think now the clouds are out of the game. Oh no, they are not. Oh, this is not bad. This is not bad. The height can be like 12. Oh, it looks not bad. Okay, so we want the background to actually move together with the cactus. Okay, now there's a slight issue. Uh, because of the background, I can't really see the cactus anymore. Okay, so there's a slight issue with this background. So what I'm thinking is, okay, slice maybe, slice. I would like to have like the background having like it repeating itself. Yeah. So this is actually good. It's actually good. Um, yeah, this is actually quite nice. So actually the width can be like 100, and then you can just shift this background like that. Okay, the only thing I don't like is that there's this green color patch here, which sort of influences the cactus. I can't really see the cactus very well with this green color patch. So one way is to increase the darkness for my cactus, which is possible. Then we can see the cactus as well. Yeah, this adds difficulty for the game, of course, because there's the moving background that we need to take into account as well. But I think this would make the game more fun, I think, with a background like this. And then the good thing about this background is that I can actually change the color of the background. So if I change the color of this background, it might look like it's going to dark. So if it's like whites, and then like at night it can become dark blue, and then you can go back, like we can just alternate between this color and then this again. Can you see that? Can you see that? Alternate like that and like that. It looks like I don't even need to draw the sun and the moon. I guess I can just simply alternate the color like that, and it will already appear like it's dark. Okay, so for starters, I think I need to increase the height of this. Okay, or I might need to stretch it a little because I cannot go a bit higher because they will replicate the ground again. I don't want that to happen. I'll just stretch my y-axis. So this top mode is good. You can repeat the same image, different time scales, like this. Maybe 1.5 is a bit too much. 1.4. Yeah, we just need just enough for the ground. But I don't want to lose the clouds at the top. So if you look at this right now, okay, so actually this uh, color is alright for the cactus because we can see them quite clearly. Okay, but in the day it's not that great because in the day the color is a bit too bright. So maybe we can, you know, set the day to be a color that is not this full color. Maybe the day can be, no, it's a desert, right? So the day can be like something like this color. Yeah, thinking if day is this color, then maybe the cactus itself will appear better, like in contrast to this. So I don't have to adjust the, yeah. I just need to avoid making the day too bright so that the cactus doesn't like camouflage. Yeah, so this color is great. And then we could alternate slowly between this color to a dark color. Okay, so there are two things we can do here. So one thing is to change the color of the background, and the other thing is for the background to like move. Oh no, what did I do? Oops. Okay, so let's try to do the first thing first. I think I might need to give it like maybe 1.41 just to make sure. Okay, so we have this already. Let's do the moving first because I think the moving is slightly easier. So so we have a background here, background scroller. So after maybe, so the background position, it's at 40, 0.5. Okay, so the background position is at 40, 0.5. Okay, and then what we'll do is we will shift the backgrounds bit by bit with each update, and the background shift will actually correspond with the speed increase of the dyno. So actually that's kind of an intricate operation here that we are doing. We are actually shifting the entire background together with the dyno. So for illustration of what we're trying to do is we have this background, and this background will shift slowly to the left. Okay, there's some issue right now. This background, honestly, okay, it's this little single line is not molding very well with the background. Maybe I can remove this line already. It doesn't look very nice with the background. So let's see. Mm, yeah, I will still hit the ground there, but I will take away the silver color line because it looks kind of ugly right now. Okay, so uh, okay, let's see how do I do this. Okay, the blue background. I'll shift the blue background up a bit, so maybe 0.6. Okay, and this ground, I will take away the background. Or I mean, another way is to just make this thing transparent like that. Okay, so if it's like that, I will need this to be a bit higher. I need to let it look like, okay, so there's this dark blue line at the bottom. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. So we need to stretch this a bit more. 1.45 maybe. Okay, so let's try this again. So this can be the day, okay, and then we just make sure that we don't light up the day any brighter than this, because if not, it will look like, yeah, it looks pretty all right now. So it does look like he's walking on this ground, right? Yeah, right now the background is not moving, but we'll make the background move very, very shortly. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to make the background move. So yeah, so I kind of like this color for the background. It looks kind of desert-like. Yeah, I mean, in Unity we can also use lighting actually. So they could use like a main source of light to light on the objects rather than just changing the color. We could just add a light source and then it might illuminate the objects. Okay, so that could be a potential option to use a light source to illuminate the objects. But I'm just thinking of doing a simple color look over here. Okay, so this is right now more or less the game so far. Okay, let's create the script first to shift this background. Okay, so this background is at 40, 0.8. Okay, I like it to shift. So to shift it, I'll just like shift this 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 4, 33, and so on. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, we can actually use the move towards command. Okay. So if you look at this Unity move towards, move towards will actually move it towards the target position. Okay, and then there's a max distance, which is basically the speed that it moves to. Yeah, so the key here is to make it look like it's a very smooth transition, because like we do have a limit as to how long we can move this for. So maybe when the background reaches like 0, I'll need to like respawn it again. So there'll be some fine tuning here to make the background look like it's continuous. But actually it's the background just moving like that, then shift again like that. It's, I mean, for all you know, that could be how life works also. Like we could be living in a simulation and everything is just according to some predefined rules programmed by someone. Yeah, now we're doing the same for the dino. We are programming some rules for his environment to move so that it will be interesting. That's the beauty of being a game creator. You get to play God for a while. Yeah. You get to design your own little world here that you have absolute control in. Yeah, I mean, barring the randomness, because if I don't add randomness, the game is gonna look pretty boring, if you ask me. Yeah, so these are some interesting things that could be done for this game. Yeah, so now we have this like cactus and everything. Yeah, I kind of like the game flow already. It's not too bad. Yeah, so now we have a third enemy, the bird. I'm not sure whether the actual game has other enemies other than all this, because honestly, I didn't get so far. Yeah, I only got to where the bird was spawning, and then I died. So I'm not sure whether the original T-Rex run has more enemies. But if you ask me, this looks good enough for a replica of T-Rex run. Oh no! Look, got hit in the eye. Okay, so now we want to move the background. Okay, so scripts. Well, actually, we can just use the move left script. Okay, but if we use the move left script, we need to have a way to. Nah, we shouldn't use the move left script because it's a rigid body add force. That's not what we want to do here. So let's create a script called background. I know, I mean, the name sounds a bit funny, but it is what it is. It's a background. So, okay, so vector 3 initial pos equals to, okay, just put like that. So the initial pos will just take the transform dot position, which is its current position. So for each update, okay, so we have some private variables here. So we have a move speed. So float move speed. Over here, the move speed, let's just say the background moves constantly at 1. Okay. The background moving should be slower than that of the cactus. Okay. We don't want the background to move too fast. Okay. So there needs to be some form of yeah, we just need to tune the speed later to make it look good. Yeah, and in like games like Super Mario, they do have different layers, like a layer for the sky, a layer for the clouds that move at different rates. So there's this kind of transposition effect. But I'm too lazy to edit the image to take out the clouds in the sky and so on. The whole image is just gonna move, but as one image. Okay, so we have an initial pause here. What I want to do is I want to shift this to the left by 1. Yeah. So actually, I may not need move towards. Okay, because I can just shift the entire thing myself. So like this. Okay, so transform dot position. equals to new vector 3 transform dot position dot x. Okay, if I were to do it like that, right, it won't shift anything. Okay, the transform will still be the same. Okay, or what I could do is I could do like this, plus vector 3 dot left. Okay, so I mean, if I were to use move towards, it will move no further than this position. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to use move towards. I'm just like simply shifting this um, by a certain speed. Okay, maybe this speed is a bit too fast for an update frame. Maybe at 0.1 f. We can toggle this later. So we update the position like that. Okay, so basically if transform dot position dot x is smaller than 0, okay, then maybe what we do is, yeah, let's just put it at the start. Okay, else we do this. Okay, if the transform position is smaller than 0, then we'll just do transform dot position equals to initial pause. Again, I don't want to like hard code the x is 40 here because I want it to be like a bit dynamic. So I mean, if I adjust the size of this later on, I don't need to change the code anymore. So if basically if I shift my blue background, okay, all the way until like x is 0, then maybe x is -1, you can see actually the background is huge. Yeah, I actually could give it some time to run all the way to the end, but I'm just thinking that, okay, so this is 0 and this is 40. So 40 is where this cloud is over here. So maybe what I want to do is I want to find the same image where the cloud is like that also. So -2, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. Now -8 looks good, right? -8 looks good for this. Or maybe I go all the way until the end here, -40. Yeah, it looks like it's an exact replica of where this is, like that. So yeah, I could just make it at -40. If this is -40, then we go back to the position again. So then we will add this script here that shifts the position. Basically, it shifts the Y position of the background. We can add it to the blue background. Okay, let's see whether there's any errors. Okay, look here, babe. Look here. I feel very giddy right now. So um, it's too fast. So yeah, we don't want the background to move faster than the cactus, do we? We want the cactus to move slowly. Okay, so sorry, we want the background to move slowly in comparison with the cactus. So something like that. Yeah, actually this makes for quite a pleasant sight, I guess. I still feel it's moving a little too fast. I would like the background to like move like a little unnoticeably, so maybe 0.01. Let's just see whether this looks good. Yeah, see whether this looks good. So this is now 0.001 for the background moving speed. Yeah, looks okay because later on the background will get faster and faster, like 0.002 and so on. So again, like the rest, because this update will update many times, so we can actually do the update ourselves. So we don't have to refer to the game manager, okay? Because anyway, when we die, we'll just refresh the whole scene again, so it's fine. So we could have the count to be 0, and then every update we increase the count by 1, okay? And then basically if, okay, um, if count percent 100, okay, then we will have this move speed plus equals to Okay, so this one is move speed update. Okay, then we also have another move speed. Okay, we start the move speed with maybe 0.001. Okay, and then we increment it with the move speed update. Yeah, so this one will increase the, yeah, so this will do. In the same script for background, we can also add the color, the changing of scenes from the changing of color from day to night. So now this what will happen every 100 the background moves. Okay, so I think every 100 background moving is like a bit too fast. Look at that, it kind of outpaced the cactus speed already. So maybe every 1,000. So this requires a bit of like fine tuning of the speed to make it look nice. Yeah, so I don't know what's the best speed so far. I'll try 1,000 right now. I like the background moving slowly. You see, now it looks pretty good actually. Yeah, so the sound should also like increase faster and faster and faster and faster for the suspense. Much like the snake game. Yeah, this is how I like the game to be also. So I'm not too sure whether the objects are moving too fast. I think it's still of a suitable speed, I guess. So I think the animation speed may be a bit too fast, considering that the background is not moving so fast. Actually, it's fine. It's fine because the objects are moving faster and faster already. So I think it's fine. Yeah, and the background is also moving at a decent rate. Like it's not moving too fast. It's going well, I guess. I think the background can start off a little faster, and then like we update it in bits to increase the speed. But the increase in speed must be like rather slow compared. Yeah, I think the background can be a little faster like this because we expect the background to move a bit faster because of the way the crocodile is moving. It's actually moving pretty fast. Yeah, yeah. No, but I don't want the background to move too fast, you see, because uh, yeah, because it will make it very confusing. I could make the background move as fast as the cactus also. Maybe I will decrease the speed for the cactus, I guess. Either decrease the speed for the cactus or I increase the background speed. Background looks too zoom zoom. Oh, yeah. I mean, when I have more time, I will resume like coding game, and actually, I would like to do Kickstarter round G. I didn't manage to try it the last time. I mean, the recent round. Yeah. So in the recent round, this would be quite interesting to try to code it out. Yeah, probably have one session next week to do it. Yeah, maybe I'll stream twice a week. Yeah. I mean, I just cut down my stream to once a week because recently I have more baby duties. I need to help to take care of my kid. So stream a little less. But I do hope to stream more next year when he goes to childcare. Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Oh wait. Looks a bit too fast. Yeah. So let's see this. Let's see this. How's this? I think this background speed looks not bad, right? Yeah. Please go to Jay's. Oops. No, I look at your message and I died. Okay. Please go to Jay's school. Yeah, yeah, true. Okay, so actually there's a the slight issue over here because actually I think this speed looks okay, right? I mean the background is moving and then like the cactus moving slightly faster than the background. Yeah, I think looks okay, right? Yeah. Looks like the cactus is still floating over the ground. Wait, let me fix that. So I find that the ground itself, or rather the background itself, we should actually make it a bit higher. Maybe about 0.9. Maybe I'll just increase this. Yeah, I know you say the background looks a bit zoom out. Yeah, it's true. The background is zoom out. Yeah, but I mean, I'll be cutting this thing at the top, which I don't quite like. Mm, maybe I'll just, sacrifice and just have a blue color thing at the bottom. Because I really like the clouds at the top. So yeah, either I edit the image or I'll just like sacrifice and have this blue color patch at the bottom. Niniam, what do you mean by journalism school? As in, do you really mean like a writing school or okay? So I kind of like this background moving speed right now. Okay, maybe I will need to increase the because you see now the cactus is moving very fast, but the background is still relatively slow. Yeah, maybe I will need to increase the background speed a little bit more. No homework. How do you think the background is moving too slowly compared to the cactus? Yeah, I think I can increase the background speed a bit because it does look like it's increasing, right? But the the I mean the cactus looks like it's going very fast, but the background is like not really shifting in pace. Okay, so let's see. I wonder if I could like change the dimensions of this. I'm not too happy with the blue patch at the bottom. Or you know what? I mean this high score I could put it at the bottom here. Then it will cover up the it will cover up the. Oh, okay, okay. Actually, I got an idea. Because there's some room at the top, right? I can just shift everything down. I could shift the camera actually. My main camera, right? Why didn't I think of this earlier? Yeah, just shift the camera, right? Yeah, why bother with the rest? If there's room at the top, we just shift the camera. Look at this. Way cooler now. Okay, so I think I think I need to increase the move update a bit because like I feel that at the later levels, uh, at the later at the later parts of this game, like okay, all right, okay, so I'm not too sure whether it's like a little too fast compared to the checks. I don't know. The background should move faster than the cactus, right? I guess. Yeah, I kind of like this concept actually. I think it's okay for the objects to move slower than the background. I wonder what speed I made my objects at. Yeah, Feels good actually. I think this looks decent. I don't know. You can tell me your comments, but I feel like the background and the object moving speeds are kind of nice. They look alright already. Whoa, 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 whoa! Look at that. Yeah. So this part here, on this part onwards, is meant to just kill the player. Yeah, I don't want the player to go. Okay, whoever can get above 20,000 is a pro. I tell you. Yeah. Me, I haven't been able to get above 20,000 for my game, so we'll see when I update this. When I upload this game, we'll see. So far, it looks like the background is like kind of continuous, which I think is great. I cannot really see a jerky pattern happening when it reaches the end of the screen. So I think it is good already. Okay, but we'll just confirm this. We'll just confirm this by removing the dino and then just playing the scene. Okay, so we can see everything spawning and then I can see my scene over here. Yeah, we can see that you can see this is like the god eye view of like what's going on. So I just want to see like how smooth is the cloud transition, because okay, well, we haven't reached the end of, okay, we are reaching the end of the scene already, so stay tuned to see whether the transition of the clouds look natural. I think it looks pretty okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell I couldn't tell the difference. Yeah, looks all right, looks all right. Thank goodness for this background. Don't know who created this background, but it's a nice background. Yeah, looks okay, looks okay. I mean, if you are the player, you wouldn't suspect that it's just going through a line of, you wouldn't suspect it's going through a line of images, right? And then repeating again. Yeah, so I wonder what's the score now. It was only 7,000. I've been looking at it like this, and it's only 7,000. Maybe time passes slower when I look at the scene view, but if I go to the game view, time goes faster. Ah, may have a little giddiness looking at this thing, but I think it's all right, right? I mean, the cactus is just moving slightly faster than the background moving, so it still looks reasonable, right? I hope it looks reasonable. Time pauses in Twitch. I'm just going to see whether my game screws up. So I'm going to leave this game on for a while. Okay, I'll take a short toilet break. And then I see like in 2, 3 minutes whether there's anything that screws up with the game. So yeah, this is just doing some error checking. Okay, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Make break the background to nearby and background. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking about. Like the nearby ground should be like moving faster than the foreground. No, actually, it's quite tough already, right? Yeah. So I guess the ground should move as fast as the cactus, right? And then the clouds can move a bit slower. Yeah, good suggestion. I'll see whether I want to implement it because, like, as I said earlier, I'm a little lazy to crop the background and the foreground, but that could be done. Yeah, that could be done. Just a bit lazy to do it. All right. Yeah, I think it looks okay. So like, you see, I think by the time you get here, you probably die already. Yeah, I don't think you'll make it to. I don't think you'll make it past 20,000. Okay, I mean there might be people with super good reflex, but yeah, I think the background is moving a little too fast. I don't. I think it's okay because the cactus is also moving very fast. So yeah, the background and the cactus kind of blend in. Yeah, you can't really tell that it's just one background being scrolled like that, right? Yeah, because that's the beauty of like scrolling like that. Okay, let's do the color loop first. Okay, so the color loop. Okay, so color loop is to linearly interpolate between two colors. Okay, and then we can do a ping pong. Okay, so uh, ping pong basically is like to ping between a certain time. So t is clamped between 0 and 1. When is 0, returns A. When t is 1, returns B. Okay, so this interpolates between white and black, and math f dot ping pong this time dot time 1. Okay, time dot time is the total time. So math f dot ping pong, let's just see what it does. Okay, float and length. So returns a value that will increment and decrement between the value 0 and length. So the length is 1. Yeah, so this will basically be 0 and 1. So this will interpolate between the two already. So that's a great thing to use color dot loop. Okay, it's actually very simple. I did it before in my previous game. It's called attack and defend, attack or defend. I use it to like make the words glow golden and not so golden. Yeah, looks great. This color look. I love this color look. Color look. Okay, so we do need to have two colors. So let's have the user key in the two colors that we want to do it. So color 32, start color, and end color. Okay, so maybe not start color, end color, day color and night color. Okay, and then we just interpolate between day color and night color. Okay, and what can we how do we set this color to the background? So in the sprite renderer, okay, so sprite renderer color. So if I remember correctly, we need to change the color of the sprite renderer. So we can do this sprite renderer dot color. Okay, so we can find the component sprite renderer and then we can just do sprite renderer dot color. Okay, so let's just do this. Yeah, I just realized that I'm putting this a bit too low. Yeah, I don't know whether it blocked your when I coded. Yeah. So usually coding is very useful. You can use it for many things. Games is one of them. Yeah. In fact, if you want to code games, it requires quite a lot of code at the higher levels, unless you're using some software that's code free, but then you are limited by what the person who designed the software coded for you. Yeah, so at least if you know coding, you can like create your own stuff. Like Discord bots, something I'm looking into doing. Maybe if I manage to do a Discord bot, I might stream how I coded one. Yeah, I find Discord bots quite interesting because like it's something like a Telegram bot. You can respond to text messages and yeah, and then based on the text messages, you can respond differently. Yeah. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to have a day color and night color, and I want to ping pong between these two. Okay, so we can even change the rate of it moving by adjusting this with a scaling factor. Okay, time dot time basically just tells us how many seconds have passed since the beginning of the run of the game. Okay, so we do this. But now what I want to do is I need to have a sprite renderer. So actually I can just, okay, I think it's better to not, okay, let's call it my sprite. I think it's better to just straight away get the component at the start of the game loop. Okay, because we don't want to just keep doing this get component all the time when we are doing the running of the game. So we can do this my sprite dot color equals to color. Yeah, so this should do the trick. Okay, so firstly, I need the color for day. Okay, something wrong with this. It's not showing. Oh, did I not do a public? You need to either do a public or serializable for this. Serializable is like this. You can do a serializable if you don't want to put public. But I go for the easiest way, which just do public. Yeah, saves you a lot of typing. Yeah. So with this, I should have two colors here. So I can actually my day color. I can just take this color here, and then my night color. Okay, let's see. So it should be the bad thing about like Unity is that whenever you spawn this color 32 on your menu, the alpha component is always 0, which means it's transparent. So last time I didn't know that it was transparent. I spent 2 hours trying to debug what's wrong, and I realized my color was transparent. So take note, when you do a color 32 on your menu over here, the default color is transparent. So make sure you set it to opaque, which is 255. Okay. So now let's try to find a nice color for day. Okay, so day was like that. I mean, I can make it slightly lighter. Actually. No, I think this is better. Night, night. We don't want it to be red, right? Night should be dark blue. Actually, I kind of like this purple color thing to be night. Yeah, actually, this looks like a great night. Okay, I mean, ideally, you shouldn't even see the clouds. Yeah, this can be night. Okay, let's try to play this. Yeah, right? Okay, so you can see that now the day and night I think is quite nice already. The only thing right now is not moving well. Okay, it's moving too fast. So the day color is like that. I wonder if I can make the day color like slightly less, and then it will still be okay. That pinkish tint. Okay, so now I need to do something to basically maybe we have a public floats color speed. Actually, no, we can just do it private because I'm just going to change it here anyway. Float color speed. I'll just actually I can make my color speed uh, based on the move speed, right? Because move speed will determine how fast we change our colors, right? So we can just do this. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous that you didn't see the color transparent, but it happens. Yeah, it happens. Okay, so it's okay. It looks like it's changing from day to night faster. Yeah, because now it's based on move speed. Yeah, looks pretty good, right? Okay, but sometimes it like changes a bit too fast, I feel. Okay, I want it to last and the day and night for for a while longer. So maybe I'll make this become 1.5. Okay, so the lerp can only take in a value maximum of 1. So I'm not sure whether this will return an error, but we're just going to try this so that the days and the nights can last a little longer. Yeah, like how it should be. Yeah, because like in real life the day lasts much longer. Yeah, so in this case the day and the night are being controlled by the move speed of this frame as well. So it's all linked. Or I mean I could make it separate, but I think it's okay to link it. Oh, actually it works. Now the night lasts longer. Okay, will the day last long as well? Yeah, the day lasts long also. Looks quite nice, right? I mean, this dark color. I like it. It'd be great if I could like put in some stars as well. I think the day doesn't last as long as the night though. Yeah, the day doesn't last as long as the night. So mm, maybe like this. Then this will make the day and the night last longer. So I have an interval of length 2, then minus 0.5. And then I guess what this does is if this is less than 0, okay, then they will treat it as 0. If this is more than 1, then they treat it as 1. So by doing this, I have an interval of 2, and then I start at minus 0.5, and now end at 1.5. So I think the day and night would be equal, so that the transition between day and night will be equals to the time that we stay day and we stay night. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so it stays in the day for a while. Okay, hasn't transited to night yet. But the transition between day and night will be faster and faster as the background moves faster and faster. Is to highlight that the player is actually like awesome. Yeah. I think it looks good already. So just wonder if it's playable. Whether the background, the color change makes it harder. Yeah, I think by the time you survive one day, you go to the next day, you probably died already. Because the game is just so hard. This game is so hard. Yeah, looks quite nice, don't you think? I don't know your comments, please. Yeah, do you like the day and night transitions? I I think it's all right. Yeah, I feel sleepy already. Actually, look at the day and night. It feels like days have passed. Okay, so from here on, it's just like meant to kill you already. From this part, the game moves so fast that you can't really do much. And I think I would expect most players to lose about this mark, unless you are that good. You can last beyond this mark. It's kind of tough to last when you reach this level because like the thing just appears so fast. your reaction time is human reaction time is about zero point 0.8 milliseconds. So by the time you reach here, you probably won't be able to react in time. Okay, so enough said. I think I will end the stream soon, but let me just try to play this game once. And oops, maximize on play. And let's see how far I can go. Yeah, I guess I could change the cactus color at night also. Okay, so let's try to play this game. Okay, maybe I need to make the day a bit darker because like I find the light cactus is a bit hard to see unless I change the cactus color accordingly. Yeah, so I don't think I have time to add sound. Maybe I'll do it tonight or I'll do it like on my next stream to add the sound, and then I can like push out this game for you all to play it on itch.io. Yeah, probably add in a high score table as well. Yeah, yeah, it looks illuminated at night because of the contrast in color. Oh wow, that was close. That was close. Almost died. Yeah, this dino never rests. Keeps moving and moving and moving. Oh look, the sky is turning dark again. Another day is born. I like the fact that the ground becomes like dark color when you change just the background color. It looks like I programmed it, but I just merely just change one color. This is just the lazy way of doing it. I mean, if you really want to be very precise, you can even add this. You can even change the background for the night to make it like have stars and everything. I don't think I'm gonna spend the effort to do this for this game. I'm happy with this already. Next, we'll be adding sound, and then adding the high score table, and I should be done for T-Rex run. Uh, the next game I'll probably be trying to do is the four buttons game, where you have four buttons that you don't know what they are, but you need to try to experiment with them and try to. Oh no! Yeah, so the next game I'm trying to do is four buttons, inspired by my kid, because he likes to touch the fridge buttons. There are four fridge buttons. He likes to touch the aircon buttons as well. So he doesn't know what the buttons are, but he loves to press them. So so imagine that you are like from the perspective of a baby, you don't know what the buttons do. You try to press the buttons and you try to like maybe turn on the aircon, like set the temperature for the fridge. So the game inspiration is because of that. So there will be an objective that you need to do with the four buttons, but you don't know what each button does. So you need to like figure it out on the go. So yeah, you look like tech lead on YouTube. Yeah, I guess we are both Asian. But yeah, I mean, it's an honor to be compared to him because that guy is quite pro. Yeah, I'm not that pro. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, but I think yeah, he is an interesting channel. I also follow Tech Lead. Yeah, so yeah, I intend to just do programming and like do fun stuff in programming. Yeah, it need not be just Unity games. I mean, I also do coding game last time when I had more time. Yeah, when I have more time in the future, I'll probably go back there. So yeah, coding game has this spring challenge. Yeah, so I'm thinking of actually streaming that next time. So okay, so you see my coding game. Yep. So they do have this competition modes where you can like bot programming. Yeah, so yeah, I do intend to take part in like this is so hard. I haven't been able to get this. No, I'm not a supporter of crypto. Yeah, I don't really like crypto. Yeah, so I intend to maybe stream. Oh wow, 59. Okay, yeah. Maybe I could improve this code and I can become legend. One of my aims is to create an AI so strong that it reaches legend league. Oh wow, 91st. Okay, so I think I have potential to get into legend if I improve this code a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just saying that like for the spring, I think it's the fall challenge this year. I might be streaming how I like code the AI, so you can join me in my stream. Yeah, typically I use try and tested methods like Monte Carlo tree search, heuristics. The first few games I use heuristics for this work pretty well. Yeah, but I think going further, Monte Carlo tree search would be better. I mean, if there's a way to do it on this site, I would use like methods like neural networks, Alpha Zero. Yeah, because actually I did create a program that plays Alpha Zero. I mean that plays like tic tac toe in Alpha Zero. That's part of my research. So I think it's really very powerful. So if you have a perfect information game, using Alpha Zero would definitely after 1 week, I don't think you will lose. Yeah, it's that powerful. Yeah, it's just that neural networks are kind of hard to use in coding game itself. Yeah, so anyway, I think I'll end here. Yep, so do join me again. Next Sunday, so every Sunday will definitely be on, like 4 to 6 p.m. will be the game streaming. And any other streams is subject to my time availability. Yeah, but as a minimum, you'll still see me once a week. All right, Ken, thanks for supporting the stream and see ya.